Hey boos, in this video, I give commentary based on my opinion. Nothing is to be taken as factual. We are just here to have conversation. We don't expose and we don't sip tea on this channel. I'm giving you real talk straight, no chaser. Let's see if you can handle it.
Cause I'm a boss. I haven't done anything for you to be proud of.
Of course you have. You are marrying a man who can support you.
It was on mute, wasn't it? It was on mute. So I didn't even get to finish the intro. The intro didn't even finish. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, listen. I want to know who is in the wrong. That's what I want to know. Okay, this is about to blow up on TikTok. Just ignore Gotham City in the back. It's rush hour, so yeah, they out there fighting crime. It's a mess. For those wondering, I'm drinking 8th Wonder. It is 0 calories, 0 sugar, and it's infused with THC. So if you're wondering, I got this from Total Wine. I am done with alcohol. Toodaloo, bye. I learned my lesson with alcohol, y'all, and I was just drinking the seltzers. I was just drinking sparkling wine. I had a ranch water. I went home for my brother's wedding and I was drinking a little bit, and I didn't like how my body responded. Like, I felt bloated. My face was puffy. My arms felt like real heavy. I'm good on the alcohol. Like, I'm really good. I'm good on the alcohol. So I found this brand called 8th Wonder, and it has like a little THC in it. It's a THC seltzer. It's sparkling lime. You gotta try it. It don't really taste like much. I feel like it tastes like sparkling water. That's all. I just feel like it tastes like a little sparkling water. Okay. So let's get into today's video. So, I was minding my business. Can you believe that I'm finishing up Millie's story time still? Listen, just so y'all know, I'm not faking with you. Just so you know. These are my notes. You see that? This says Millie. Okay. Can you believe I'm still not done? And then I went through 3 hours. I went through 3 hours of her footage, and I can't even say that I wasted my time. It's like, girl, can you get to the climax? Like, can you get to the part where you leave this man? Like, I guess, y'all. I guess. Millie is the woman from the Black Swindler, the proposal guy. Yeah. So I finally have arrived at the part where she leaves him, and girl, it do get juicy. I ain't gonna hold you. It do. So I think I'm gonna bring y'all in at the part where she actually leaves him, because that's the juicy part. All the other stuff, I'm gonna give you the notes, like the cliff notes, so you can have that, and then we gonna get right into her leaving him, because it do. I watched the first 2 or 3 parts, and I'm like, ooh, maybe I should share this with them, because that was kind of hard to kind of break up into cliff notes, because I'm like, ooh, this is too juicy. So let me know what you want me to do. But yeah, that was a lot. That was a lot. She is a very detailed storyteller. That's all I gotta say. But let's get into today's video. I want to know who is wrong. I don't even want to give my opinion. I want y'all to give y'all's opinion on this situation. So I was minding my business this weekend and I came across, let me see if I can find it. I came across this video. Hold on, let me see if I can. Oh, here it is. And I want to know, do you think these ladies are childish? So this is the video I saw first.
You know, this past weekend, I witnessed some corny shit. So my brother decided to take this young lady out, you know, on a date. And, you know, he saw value in trying to build that relationship. He took the young lady out on a date. You know, everything's going good. But unknowing to him, the young lady's friends was at the bar recording the date. They was recording the date. They was, you know, sending drinks to the table to the young lady as if it was a man sending drinks to the table. Just really disrespecting my homie. And just recording and making jokes throughout the date. We later find that they posted this video on TikTok. And I just want to say that it's corny, it's childish. You know, we grown, man. You know, we 30, 31, and you know, niggas is really trying to be intentional. But when you do shit like that and you're corny like that, it makes it hard for us to take women serious. It makes it hard, man. I mean, that's really, truly corny and childish, man. And it's one of those situations where it's like, what's the point? What's the point, man? When women is doing shit like that, it's corny, man. So I'm asking y'all to just stop that. If that's a trend that y'all trying to start, please stop that shit because it's the corniest shit in the world, man. It's corny.
Okay, so I'm about to show y'all the video. The ladies are under 25. So he's 31. I'm assuming his friends are, or his friend is around the same age. The ladies that are in this video are like 25 and under. Also, they just graduated college.
It's not cool to be a loser. Go to school, graduate, get your own. Because when it all said and done, they can say whatever they want to say about you, but they can't take it from you.
So let's get into these youthful, young, beautiful women. Let's get into the video that they posted. Okay, where's it at? Is it here? No, wait. Oh, here it is.
Okay, so girlhood is going to the same bar that your friend is having a date on to go spy. Just because, why not? Why not? Shit to do.
3 shots in, 2 drinks in, couple of free drinks in.
Shots.
Right. Why not? At this point, like, we might as well go check up on you, girl. Like, how you been? You look so good.
Right, oh my God, what you
Ooh, I love
doing
that top on
here?
you.
Wow.
Yeah, you look so good, girl. Like,
We'll check in Sunday.
so go to the bar.
Okay, just go to the bar, don't look around at all.
Don't look around at all. When we get to the bar, lay eyes. Lay eyes. Okay. So good. Thank you. Thank you kindly. Oh, okay.
What do you say?
No, we're going to the bar. Yes, thank you. Does not hurt? She has to be upstairs then.
Yeah.
Damn. Hopefully the restroom's upstairs.
Nah, dead ass. Where is she?
Where is she? We don't see her, but we think she's upstairs. So there's 3 floors, and we're moving up to the 2nd floor now, so.
I can't do this.
Yes, you can.
I can.
Get it together. All right. Okay. Oh, this is a vibe. No one's down here. Okay, cool. Okay. They're on the 3rd floor. All right, you ready, bitch? Yep. Game face. It wasn't me.
Zoom in.
Wasn't me. It wasn't me.
Oh, I'm black. Not a tap that hoe.
But if you slide over just a little bit. Wait. Okay, we just had the most genius idea. To up the stakes, we're gonna send her a drink and say somebody sent you a drink. Have the bartender say somebody sent you a drink.
Not the man, not the girl.
They
at the
said you
bar.
look so good tonight.
Okay, you got it. You got it.
Okay, let me just somebody sent you a drink.
They're sending the drink over right now. It's a French 75. Yeah. Okay.
Hell yeah.
So y'all, I didn't know that the girls was.
Okay. I'm taking votes. Now. Clock in. Okay. 1, they was in the wrong. 2, they were not in the wrong. Okay. Okay. Now, this is the friend. She's about to respond. So the friend that was on the date. Let's get into it.
So y'all, I didn't know that the girls was there until like after the drink landed at the table. And so boy, like old dude get real touchy. So man, he looking around trying to figure out who sent the drink. Cause he's like, oh niggas think I'm sweet. So eventually he left. He was like, it was that dude that was sitting at the bar. Like you can't trust somebody that pull up to the lounge in a blazer. So he did not know.
Somebody said 1.5.
On their toes. On their motherfucking toes.
Okay. Hear me out, right? Like hear me out for a sec. Hear me out. Hear me all the way out, right? So I look at this, in 2 different ways. So I'm like a 1.5. And the reason I'm a 1.5, Karina, is because I'm just like, it just depends on what was she dating for? Like, was she intentionally dating? Or was she just having fun? Because you have to understand, this is a girl that's in her early 20s. This is not a 31-year-old. This is not a 30-year-old. This is a 20-something-year-old. Okay? So, of course, oh boy, the homeboy, let me bring him back in here. He's 30, 31. He got 2 kids, possibly by 2 different women. I'm not sure. He has a 2-year-old and a 10-year-old. Of course, I did my research. So this is my thing that I have an issue with when it comes to this. I can't speak on the guy in the video because he hasn't said anything. He hasn't spoken out at all. But the guy that chimed in, sir, it seemed like you was out here running in the streets. You know what I mean? So these girls are outside running in the streets, having a good old time, having fun, right? And you was out here doing the same thing because you don't just got 1 child, you have 2 children. So that means, and then one is 10 and the other is 2. Are they by the same mother? So that tells me that it's okay when men can waste years of a woman's life, okay? Can waste her whole damn life. Let's be real. It's okay when men go out and they play this woman, they play this woman, and they waste women's time, right? It's okay when men do it. Now listen, the only thing that I disagree with is I don't understand why these girls posted it to social media, but that's the younger generation. They love to post things to social media. That is Gen Z. That is just what they do. That's a different culture. I'm a millennial. And the 30 and 31-year-old is a millennial. So of course the millennials, we're thinking, oh, that's corny. But in their age group, that's normal. That's what they do. Every generation has their thing. Like the millennials, we do the peace signs. You know what I mean? They think we corny for that. Then we wear ankle socks. And it's like, oh my God, why are you wearing ankle socks? You're supposed to have on tube socks. Every generation has like their thing, right? So Gen Z, that's their thing. They record everything from the time they wake up to the time that they go to bed. They just overshare. That is just what they do. That is what they're known for, right? So I get that. But my issue is, was the friend really out dating to intentionally pursue her in a real way? Or was he just trying to smash? That's what I want to know. Because if he was just trying to smash, then it should have been all just kiki all night and it just would have been a great time. But if he was seriously pursuing her, She should have known, right? I mean, there should have been some conversations being had prior. But it doesn't seem like it was ever really that serious, because if it was, it would have been known prior to that date even happening, to the point where who knows what she was texting her girlfriends. Like, who knows? She could have texted her girlfriends like, please save me. This date is horrible. We don't know. We really don't know. We really don't know. But let me be fair. Let me be fair and say this. Two things. She posted his face originally. Yeah. Yeah, she did. She posted his face originally. Let me show you. She took the video down and then she put it back up and she cropped out the face. His face. And right here, she says, yeah, his face being in it is the one thing I feel bad about. I wish that it wasn't in the video. I'm going to apologize about that part. That's literally the only note. Okay. So she took the video down, but then she put the video back up. Okay. Then the other thing too was, I don't understand why they posted this to social media. I have so many questions. Like, I want to know more from the girls. And then this did not help their case. Because, I'm trying to help their case, but this did not help. I got to be real with y'all. This did not help their case at all. Let me show you how they responded. I was like, oh my God, girl, I can't help you with this one. Okay, I tried. Where's it at? 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 Oh, right here.
Okay.
Y'all. Okay. I have seen the videos.
We've
I
seen
would
the
just like to
videos.
say, the first thing I want to say is, my friends are not the reason I'm single. I'm single because of me. God damn. What the hell?
So does that mean that she wants to be single? So does that mean that she was out just unintentionally just dating? Like, she was just like, why can men go out and sow their royal oats, right? But a woman having fun on a date and casually dating is a problem. My issue with the girls is like, this was not content. Like, this was not content. And then also I do have questions like, did she text y'all and was like, girl, come save me on this day? Or what? Like, I need more context. That's what I need to know. Because I've been like, y'all, I've been on dates with men and it turned weird. They start talking about Kevin Samuels. They start talking about other women. Like, I've been on dates with men where they start talking about other women, like their lashes, their hair, and their nails. Girl, I leave dates. Seriously, I leave dates like that. I'm like, oh my God, like, you just catching me on a more natural day. And then they start talking about other women. So it's like, I want to know. Or is this the classic case that Gen Z thinks everything is content? Let me know. Was she just wanting to casually engage with this man in casual sex? We don't know. We don't know. We don't know. We don't know. I have more questions. But are they just horrible for, say all of this is true, right? He's out intentionally dating. She's not, right? She's just out having a good time, having fun. Her friends are in on it, right? Does that make them terrible though? Like, say the video was never posted. Does that make them terrible though? Does it? Does it? Now, let's clock some things, okay? Because we call out men for this behavior. Let's be real. We do. We call out men for this behavior, don't we, ladies? We do. We call out men for wasting our time. So I just want to know, like, where do we draw the line with all of this? Are they wrong? Or are they just having fun and they're young? And then my next question, too, I want to know this, too. When it comes to this situation, I want to know that, let me just continue to let me just play a little bit more. Let me play a little bit more and then I'll continue to give you my opinion, cuz I don't want to influence you too much and then I can't get a like real answer from y'all. So hold on.
As y'all see, we are still together, always together. My friends talk about some, they're haters, all this. The motion don't stop, please.
Come on now, y'all.
I would like to say I did apologize to him for his face being in that video before y'all made all y'all think pieces. The person who's in the video, we already talked, we already handled it, and here y'all are boo-hoo crying. The girls are mad.
Like, you in the video. What you mad about?
What? Right. And the actual act of my friend showing up and sending a drink, I mean, are y'all like so insecure that somebody send a drink, you're going to cry about it?
I ain't got no friends.
Y'all ain't got no friends. Y'all ain't got no real friends.
Oh,
Shit,
brother.
God-
Tiny violin.
God forbid he want to get her a little turn.
Right.
God forbid we do a little joke.
Literally, God forbid a girl wants to laugh.
Oh, goodness. The only person I have to apologize to is him, and everybody else, I really don't care.
Kiss
Exactly.
my black ass.
So y'all hear the giggling and all of that, right? Right. So remember, these girls are in their early 20s. The guys are in their 30s, their early 30s. There's an age gap here, right? And this is the delusion that I can't look past when it comes to this situation, which is why I want y'all's opinion. We know, like, men are capable of being able to date the women in their age group. You know, someone around their age. Why do they act like bamboozled when they choose to date a decade younger than them, and then they get mad like they should be way more mature than that. They should be mature than that. It's like, dude, you're literally dating 8 years younger. Like, if you wanted someone more mature, then you should have dated someone closer to your damn age. Wouldn't that make more sense? You want to be all intentional and all of that. Why are you not dating somebody around your age? Y'all let me know. I think there's some immaturity here, but I also think that there's some double standards. Yeah, double standards on both sides. Like, I can see the double standards coming from women. Like, oh, well, if we sit up here and say that we don't like it when men waste our times, then we shouldn't be out here wasting men's time. I can see that point of view. But then I also see the double standard too with men. It's like, y'all go out here, y'all don't just waste women's time for an evening. Y'all waste women's lives. That is not comparable at all. Y'all will literally string a woman on for years, decades, and keep them attached to you, and it goes nowhere. And you had no intentions of it going anywhere. So that's the thing where it's just like, I mean, do I want to be mad at them? They're young. And then that's another thing. They're young. I did dumb stuff in my younger years, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. I did some really dumb things. You know, things that you don't want to record. Okay? Things that you don't really want to talk about. Things that you don't put on the internet. You know, you do dumb stuff when you're young, but you just don't record yourself doing the dumb stuff, because digital footprint is a real thing. And so I need my younger generation of girlies to understand, when you be out here oversharing, girl, the dumb stuff that you did when you was 20, that's not the stuff that you want to follow you digitally when you become older, like in your 30s. Trust me, I get on Facebook sometimes and I'm like, oh my God, I said that in 2000 and it's like 2010, 2012. Oh my God, delete that. I made that, delete that. And it's like your mindset then is so different when you get older. So it's just like, some of the digital footprints that y'all be creating out here, I ain't gonna lie, like you gonna regret that. Like, you're going to have major regret. You should know what you should record, and then you should know when to put the phone down and just live in the moment and just have a good time. Okay? I didn't tell you not to stop doing what you're doing. I said just put the phone down, live in the moment, and have a good time. And you know, there's photos and videos you can take, but you don't have to push the post button. Me personally, I don't want no evidence. I don't want no proof. So I'm not even recording. I'm not taking photos. It's not gonna be in my camera roll. I don't even want the shit sent to not SoundCloud, iCloud. Like, I don't even want it to go to the clouds. No, absolutely not. I don't want it out there. So we're just not going to record. We're just not going to take photos. We're just going to put our phones down, because we're just going to have to talk about this in our little rocking chairs when we're like, 60, 70 years old, talking about, yeah, you remember that time? I'm like, yeah, I remember. And you have no evidence of that. Okay. So just keep that in mind. But it's the thing with this situation is that it's hard to really be on the men's side when I know how they waste women's lives. Not in evening. Like these ladies sabotaged in evening. Men will literally sabotage your entire life. You can't just come back and live another one. He could go out with another girl the next day. He could go out with another girl the day after that, the following weekend. We can't get our lives back. You know what I mean? So that's why it's just like, and then another thing too with this whole age gap situation, if you want women that are more mature, why are you not dating within your same age range? Like, why are you not dating another 31-year-old? Why are you dating a 20-something-year-old? An early, like they're like in their early 20s. They just graduated college. So I don't know. Like, if you want a grown, mature woman, then you need to find her in your age group. That just makes sense to me. Am I the only one that's like, that's common sense? But no, you go and you get a girl that is young, living free, as you can see. They're having a good time. Hold on, let me pull it up. They're living their lives as they should because they're young. Okay, hold on. Let me pull it up. Cause it's like when black girls are out here just having fun and dating around and just having a good time, it's a problem. It's a problem because a man is dating intentionally and we must be ready. Even though we're not ready because we want to be outside and we want to have fun. But because a man is ready, you better get ready because you know how hard it is to find a man. You know how it is. You know how it is. So a woman, we can't just be out here being young and having fun because this man said that he's intentionally dating you and seeking you out and you need to get ready right now. That's what it sounds like. It's like, damn. But when it's the other way around, that woman said that she's ready to date you intentionally and you need to get it together. And you know what the man be like, oh no, I'm cool off that. You know, I'm cool. But when a woman does it, it's a problem. So y'all let me know.
Look at these niggas fresh out of jail trying to holler at us. The door is open.
Just like this. It's very difficult to stab yourself.
Hinge out.
I felt like that when we went to that place for your graduation too.
Did y'all hear that? That place for your graduation? Yeah, they just graduated college. They literally just graduated. They just entered the adult world. Just entered the adult world. Okay. There's a transition out of the college mindset. There's a transition off the college campus. There's a transition into the job force. There's a transition that happens. Us millennials know a little bit about that because some of us are still like, damn, we're the adults. Shit. They just graduated college. Like, what are y'all? They's probably still out here hanging out with frat boys. I'm just being realistic. Like, and then people get up in age and they forget what it was like. I ain't forgot. Because I'm still very much in tune and in touch with my younger self. Hello. So I ain't forgot what it was like to be young and just out here having fun and not thinking about bills. So there is a transition. And it's like, can these girls transition out of that phase in their life where they didn't have bills, they didn't have to adult, they didn't have to work daily, you know, like there's a transition that comes with that. And then like these relationships that they've created, they don't last forever. Life changes, you grow up, you move, you get a new job here, like let them enjoy themselves while they can. But because a man said that he's ready to intentionally date you, girl, you better put everything down. Forget what you were doing. Forget what you were thinking. Forget what you had planned this summer. You better get right. You better get it tight right now because he is ready to settle down. He wants to be intentional while just dating you. That's it. So we have to stop everything we're doing in order to cater to him in that instead of him.
It's not cool to be a loser. Go to school. It's not cool to be a loser.
Why is it doing that? Hold on, wait a minute. Okay, no, but for real, my music thing, why did it like really cute? Listen.
It's not cool to be a loser.
Okay, why is it doing that? Okay, let me just exit out of that. Y'all, I wanted to add sounds back to my lives, but I don't know how to use it yet. So my bad. See, this is why you got it. The THC, y'all, you need to get some. Okay. And happy and free. But no, but like, why can't we have fun? Why is it that only the men can have fun? Like, when do we ladies get to sow our royal oats? And that doesn't mean we have to go around sleep. We just like not want to be anything. We just want to exist and have fun. I don't understand. Like, why is everyone else able to do that? Now, listen, if they were older than 25, I'd be like, okay, all right. But they just graduated college. That's my only thing. They're in DC too. I don't know. Maybe it's just me.
Your booty's bootying. The ass is assing. The body is bodying.
Single record, auto to zero promotion, beauty promotion, misdirected, beauty promotion.
Don't mind me.
Working on hardly working. Yeah, but not too heavy, you know?
Period. Yeah, wait, I don't see the flowers, Jade.
Why I feel like my
What's on your back? Oh, it was a different game.
Years, I never see a good vibe like you ever.
Wow.
Thank you.
Because I do what I do live.
Uh-huh.
Almost 60,000.
And to be clear,
Wow.
you said goodbye.
I think we could all take something away from this. I do. I really do. Because what we can really take from this is like, enjoy your life. You know what I mean? Like, they are enjoying their lives. But because this man is intentionally dating, pause everything, stop your life, stop everything. They're having fun. Like, I don't understand what is wrong with that. And these men can have fun well until they're 56, Shannon Sharp. Okay, I just don't understand what is the problem with a black woman who just graduated college, by the way. Congratulations, ladies. Why can't they just live and have fun too? That's all I'm saying. Now listen, did they have to record? Absolutely not. Did they have to show his face? Absolutely not. I don't know why they showed his face. And if the friend is okay with it, the friend is okay with it. I do want to ask the friend question though. Do y'all think that they sabotaged her date because they don't want her to be happy in a relationship? Do you think that they sabotaged her date because they were jealous of the fact that she had a date? Yeah, he didn't know when to turn the fun off. Oh, I didn't think so. I didn't get that either. And I'm quick to call it out. That's not what I got. I didn't get that. It seems like they go on dates, all of them go on dates, and they tend to just date around just for fun. Just for fun, not for anything serious. And I just don't see the issue if men are out here dating for fun, right? What women will they be able to have fun with? Because not every woman is out here just dating to have fun. I just think if the man asserted himself in a way to where he made it known, hey, I am wanting to date you intentionally. I'm not here for the games. I'm not here to waste your time. I truly want to pursue you intentionally. And the end goal is a committed relationship. Do you think he stepped to her like that? Oh my God. Do y'all think, okay. Do y'all think that he stepped to her like that? Do you think he communicated that to her? That's what I said. It didn't seem like she cared at all. So I don't know. So if she ain't worried, I'm not worried either. That's what I'm saying. And that's another thing to the men. If you feel like you not being taken serious and you're out here intentionally dating, and listen, I'm not about to sit up here and make it seem like I know what it's like to be on the other side. Because honestly, it's bad out here for both sides. Like, I'm here to acknowledge that it is bad on both sides. I think part of the issue is that we're not communicating well, though, because you can meet somebody and unless they lie or unless they have you out here believing that, oh, I wanted something serious with you, but then later down the line you find out that they didn't, I completely understand. At that point, you have been played, you were manipulated, and then you were lied to. So I understand. But I think part of the issue on the men's side, not the women's side, because a lot of times I be seeing women get stringed along, played with, toyed with, gaslit, lied to, manipulated. Oh, I didn't really want to be with you like that, but the whole time they were acting like they wanted to be with you and acting like this was already a relationship and y'all were just dating. Listen, I've been there. But on the men's side, like, it's really starting to look like y'all don't know how to pursue a woman intentionally and back it up with proper communication and then following it through with your actions and then also following that up with consistency. I'm just saying. Because you as a man should set the tone for the date. You should set the tone for how things are going to kind of span out. But I don't think the younger generation of men are being taught that. I don't think they're being taught how to properly date. So I think this whole situation is just a simple case of miscommunication. And I think this whole thing was inappropriate on the friend's part because they should have never recorded this and posted this to social media. It could have been a fun little thing between just you and your friend and the guy that she was on a date with, because it seemed like he didn't really care that much either. But it was just, I think what happened was this guy here pulled up on TikTok,
This past
saw the video, saw his friend's face. Because you got to remember that when he watched the video or when he saw that video, because it was going viral, it was sweet, y'all. It was cute. And so he probably was seeing the video float through his For You page, and then he saw his friend's face. And I think that's what made him so upset, which I could understand that. If I saw my friend in a video and then basically it kind of seems like my friend was kind of somewhat being made fun of, I don't really know, or made a joke or made into be a joke or made into be a mockery or something like that, I could understand as a real friend, like, you would be upset. Well, you should be. So I don't know. Y'all let me know. Let's get some reactions from some folks out here. Let me see. Oh yeah, they were all y'all. This was funny. I'm sorry. I gotta share this with y'all too. Hold on.
the young lady's friends
They were on FaceTime reacting to this.
was at the bar recording the date. They was recording the date. They was, sending drinks to the table to the young lady as if it was a man sending drinks to the table. Just really disrespecting my homie. And just recording and making jokes throughout the date. We later find that they posted this video on TikTok. And I just want to say that it's corny, it's childish. We grown, man. We 30, 31, and niggas is really trying to be intentional. But when you do shit like that and you're corny like that, it makes it hard for us to take women serious. It makes it hard, man. I mean, that's really truly corny and childish, man. And it's one of those situations where it's
that's my issue with this whole thing. It's like y'all are dating girls that are 8 years younger than you. Almost 10 years younger than you. I don't get it. Like, why would you and then expect for her to have your maturity level? That's delusional to me. That's delusional to me. So I don't know. Y'all let me know about the situation. Let me see what else. Um, yeah, that whole this right here. Hold on. This right here. It just reminds me of Shannon Sharp. Hold on. Let me show
the young lady's friends was at the bar recording the date. They was recording the date. They was, sending drinks to the table to the young lady as if it was a man sending drinks to the table. Just really disrespecting my.
This is the Diddy Shakedown, and I did not Diddy. Hit the gritty, or choke that bitty. Whack is in 5. Now I kept the receipts. Then I'll admit they're uncomfortable, but I'm a red-blooded man. So I'm gonna read them to you, and you tell me who you think is the real freaky eye. Unc, I wanna feed you Taco Bell. 10 cheesy gordita crunchies.
Yo, I cannot believe this. I can't believe this Caucasian man got up here and did this, made this video, because that was risky for him. This could have went really bad, y'all. It could have went really bad because the black community. You don't know how we gonna respond when you get into our business. But y'all, it was so funny to the point where I'm just like, you know what? I don't even care. Like, this is hilarious. Like, I was screaming. I was crying. Oh. Whew, okay. All right. Let me go. Let me switch back. It was just too funny to me. Okay, so let me get into some reactions because everyone responded. Well, people started reacting to the video because it started going viral.
This past weekend I witnessed some corny shit. So my brother.
So you mean to tell me you have great women like myself praying for an intentional man, praying for a man to literally value the time of a woman, and y'all out here doing that? Y'all out here embarrassing us like that? Like he said, grow up. Grow up. We're grown people out here who are adamantly trying to do this thing called life with a partner. If y'all want to play games with people that play games. Y'all can play games together, but stop playing games with the good people. I'm sorry that happened to that gentleman, and I hope he really does find love.
No comment. Let's move on to the next. No comment. Uh no comment. Let's see. Let's see.
So my brother decided to take this young lady out, on a date.
I watch the original video. I've watched the guy's video that is Stitch, and I'm really just appalled. Like, stuff like this is still going on, right? And it's crazy to me that both parties, men and women, all were saying like, yeah, dating pool is trash, right? But yet, you're not ever in the mindset to think like, oh, this could be your friends that's keeping you single because they're lonely and miserable, and yet you encourage it. You're on with it. You're okay with it. You think it's funny until you're 40, still yelling men ain't shit, but yet it be your own people and yourself sabotaging it.
This is crazy, y'all. I don't like the undertone of this conversation because to a miserable single woman, and I just don't understand that on women. Why do y'all single is miserable? Y'all don't be saying it about these men. And it's clear that when they not getting their little Tootsie Pop wet, oh my God, it's the end of the freaking world for them. But you don't hear women online crying like that. You hear these men crying online. And it's all because they didn't get their little lollipop wet. Okay? And you know how that is very depressing for a man. So I don't know. They try to paint this picture like singleness is just like this punishment. Even that lady with the black and green dress, I'm just like, being single is not a punishment, y'all. Like, if I told y'all how my weekend went, oh my God. So it's not a punishment. Like, I don't know. I feel like the people that really feel like it's a punishment, they don't love themselves. They don't like themselves. Like, they can't stand to be by themselves. And it's like, why do you not like enjoying your alone time? I'm not saying you got to be alone all the time, but like, you should seek enjoyment in your alone time, in your own energy. Like, you fighting demons to the point where you don't want to get up in your own energy and just sit in it. I can't stand when people be in my energy too damn long. I'm like, it's time for you to go. Cause listen, I gotta get back to my energy. Seriously. And then not everybody is good company. I don't know. I don't like the undertone that's pushing, you being single is a punishment, and God is not bringing you no man because you out here playing games. And I don't really feel like the girl that was on the date was playing games. Her friends were playing games. Okay. But she wasn't playing games. I think she kind of just got caught up in it. It doesn't seem like much was communicated. But then again, I don't know if she texted her friends and was like, oh my God, save me on this date. We don't know. We really don't know. But let me just continue. I just don't like the undertone. That's all. Let me go back to this and let me finish what they said
Y'all,
towards the end.
the video was fine. Like, I don't know what y'all don't understand. The video was hilarious. Harmless. It was cute. It was harmless. It was jokey. Posting him was completely incorrect, and that was all my bad. And I have no problem taking it down. I have no problem admitting to that. So, like, what is the problem? What is y'all issue? How was you cool? They're not. But we just saw Sinners, and Sinners was good,
Like
y'all.
that.
It was so
Go
good.
like that. Ryan Coogler did his thing.
And Michael B. Jordan playing both roles. I said,
And the new young boy.
I'm not even mad. Go ahead and plug in Sinners. If you haven't seen the movie, you should go see it.
Ready to see his
He
shine.
said, I want to try something, and pulled that skirt up.
Y'all, do they? Okay, I'm sorry, y'all. I would like to hang out with them for a few hours, not too long, because Auntie, big sis, we gotta go to bed. But I wouldn't mind hanging out with them. They remind me of what it was like when I was younger. Like, damn, I don't know. Anywho, let me go ahead and move on to the next. Oh yeah, this woman here, she also responded.
This past weekend I witnessed some corny shit.
To my young girls, let me help you out. Let me lay some auntie love and advice to you. He is absolutely correct. That's cornball shit. It's beyond. Let me take this off so y'all can see me clearly. It's beyond disrespectful. It's disrespectful to not only him but to yourself. And what you're also doing is setting your friends up to come in and get your man. I don't know that young man. Don't know him at all. However, if I was part of that friend group, whether I was at the table or not, but I see what y'all posting and whatnot.
Oh God, y'all!
He fair game. He not your man. You don't want him. You embarrassed him, baby. He fair game. I'm gonna go shoot my shot, and I'm gonna show him what he missing. Let this be a lesson to you all. Please let this be a lesson. Stop including your friends in all your relationship business. I'm not saying you can't vent to your friends when you're frustrated, when you're upset, when you're aggravated, because I vent to mine. But you got to be cautious of what you say. You got to be cautious of who you share those details with. If it's somebody who I want, I can almost.
You know what's killing me when it comes to this? The narration is because he was being intentional, because he's ready. Y'all keep projecting that that's what that girl was out there wanting to do. She may have just been out here dating for fun. She's 20 something. He's 30, 31. That's crazy. And when he was in his 20 somethings, it seemed like he got started early because he has a 10-year-old and a 2-year-old. So everybody can have fun around here, but a woman. That's what it sounds like. It's like everybody can go out here and have fun, create babies. These girls got any kids? No, they don't got no kids. So it's like everyone can go out here and have fun, create babies, create broken homes, but a woman with a little roster and a little free time where she likes to feel liberated and have fun with her friends, it's just a crime, I guess. That's crazy. Interesting. So, okay, let's continue. But Auntie said that, you can't be telling your friends everything because you out here telling your friends everything. Your friend gonna take your man. Because if that would have been me, I would have took your man, girl. This is getting out. This is getting out of pocket. This is getting out of pocket. Whew, okay.
Taste him? You think I'm gonna put him in a group chat with a bunch of other bitches? Absolutely not. I don't care who they are. It can be my sisters. It can be my cousins. It can be my friends. I don't care. I don't care.
Now listen, ladies, I gotta agree with Auntie. If you out here dating and you are dating intentionally, of course you should take her advice. 1,000%. 1,000%. Because you're out here and you're dating intentionally, and you don't want anyone to sabotage that. So you should keep that on the low. You should keep that between you, yourself, and I. God, preferably, because you need to be talking to God on a daily about this man. You know what I mean? So if you're out here dating intentionally, then yes, I 1,000% agree. Like, you need to keep that on the low. Yeah, yeah. But we keep making the assumption that that's what she was doing. And again, we don't know. We know the man was intentionally dating, but we don't know if the woman was. And that is really the issue here, because it seems like there was a miscommunication. Some type of miscommunication. It seemed like he was taking her serious and she was not. And this tends to be the issue on the dating scene. This tends to be the issue. We keep bumping into people, and then one is intentional, one is not. Then you pass into the next thing. One is intentional, one's not. It's like, oh my gosh. So I don't know. Like, should there be some type of code that we follow when we don't want to be intentional versus when we do? Is there like an app for people who are wanting to be intentional? And then is there an app for people who, well, there's plenty of apps for people who don't want to be intentional. But then the people that are wanting to be intentional, I'm pretty sure if they created an app for people like us, it would be taken over by the people that are not intentional, because you know how they like to manipulate people and string them along and play games and things like that. So I don't know. I don't know.
Don't care at all. Because you never know what somebody wants. You never know if somebody's envious. And the thing is, you don't even know if those girls in that group are jealous of the fact that you're getting attention. The crazy thing is, and a lot of girls don't even realize this, you may not never get hit on. But the one time you do, the one time a man expresses interest in you, and the one who always get attention, don't like it. You need to pay attention. Pay the fuck attention. I'm telling you. This behavior, pure decorn ball. Don't do this. This is not a trend. This should never be a trend to emotionally manipulate someone like that. This should never be a trend. This should never be something that is so.
How do we know that she emotionally manipulated this man? We don't know. Oh my God, y'all. We don't know if that's what she did. We only know that they went on a date. And to be honest, the girl at the date didn't even do anything wrong. It was her friends. Like, her friends are the ones that really need to be taking the accountability. But her, like, she didn't know what was really going on. Now, did she shut it down? It didn't seem like she really needed to. I don't know. It didn't seem like it got that far. I don't know, y'all. But like, emotionally manipulate him, I think that's a reach. That's a reach.
That you should just do just because. I understand, want to, make your man jealous, so he can, be a little fierce about you. I get that, but this is kind of different. And first of all, he ain't even your man. It's just plain old. You got somebody sending you drinks and sending you whatever the fuck at the table to pretend to be another man and mocking him. For what? For what?
But again, that's her friends. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. 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 I don't know if they just did it to play like this just lighthearted game, or if they like, what was the intent behind the girls doing that though? You know what I mean? I don't think they were doing it to be mean. I don't think so. Do y'all think that they did it to be mean? Clearly his ego, his girl, his ego took a hit, honestly. Do you think they did it to kind of make him jealous? Yeah, I can see that. 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 I can see where, because they did make a comment like keep you on your toes or something like that. Um, all right. I see your point, Carla.
You're silly. You're young and you're silly. But I'm
Yeah,
gonna tell
they are.
you, all you're doing is putting one of your friends up on game that, oh, he available. Oh, he got money. He kind of fine. I like the way he sit in them pants. I like the way he look in them clothes. That cologne he wears smells so good. You know what? I think he'll look good next to me in the bed.
Now listen, I'm not saying women don't do this. I'm not. Cause y'all, I gotta be honest with you. When you have a popping dating life, like when you can go out with this guy, and they spend money on you, yeah, it's gonna definitely create jealousy, especially if you got your big mouth open, you telling your homegirl, like, yeah, girl, he did this for me, and da da. So yeah, that competitiveness can occur in your friendships. That's why you should really keep it, on the low for real. I just don't like how she's trying to spin it into that's the type of time that they on, because it seems like they have a really good friendship. It seems like, yeah, like they have a good banter between the two of them, and that's what's hard to really decipher. Was it banter, or was it mocking? It's kind of hard, but it seems like they're a three goofy bunch of girls, like, honestly. And for them to be 20 something years old, just graduated out of college, I wouldn't expect anything different. So I don't know, but I could see how, listen, because I have a dark sense of humor, and my banters can be very dark. So I sometimes have to be careful with how dark we go, because people can take the banter that I may create with them the wrong way. So, and I think that's what happened. I think that's what happened with the situation. Like, they have this banter among the three of them. Of course, the friend didn't take it the wrong way, but the man did, because, well, that's not the banter that he shares with the three of y'all. He don't know you and your friends like that. So I could see where he may have felt the banter that they share was mocking on his end. Like, I can see that. I can see that.
And what you gonna do? Not a fuck thing, because he is available. Don't.
Listen, Auntie is trying to make sure, girl, you gonna get that man, okay? She wants you to get that man today, tonight. Okay? She wants you to have that man. All right? What you think she smell like? You think she smell like vanilla? Vanilla? Cinnamon? It just seemed like she wear that like heavier perfume, What do you think she smell like? She be oiled down. She got the red lipstick on. Listen, she trying to get you the man. All right? She trying to get you that man.
Don't shoot yourself in the foot. Don't do stupid stuff. Don't do stupid stuff. Grow up. If you don't want to be with the person, don't go out with them. Or if you just want to get a free meal, get your free meal and go home. I'm guilty of it. I'm not gonna say whether I'm proud of or not, but I don't went out and got my free meals before. It's okay. It's all right. But don't manipulate somebody. I know somebody gonna be like, well, that is manipulating when you get a free meal and they don't get nothing out of it. Go away. But I'm just saying, don't do shit like this. It's cruel because how would you feel? Put yourself in that situation. How would you feel if you're on a date with a guy and he paid or he got his homegirls or his girl cousins to come up to the table and just be blatantly disrespectful to you? Stroke his face or stroke his face.
Oh, girl, that's completely different than a group of girls, a group of friends at the bar is checking in on their friend and jokingly sent a drink over. But you know what it is? You know what it really is? Men are intimidated by groups. And hear me out. All the conversations and talks on social media when it comes to dating is go out alone. Don't go out with your friends. Da, da, da. Men are intimidated when women are well supported. Yeah. Women have a strong force behind them. And like, I get it. It can be intimidating, especially if you're the type of guy where you play games because they probably know about it. You know what I mean? And so it's harder for you. You can't just manipulate one woman. You got to manipulate three. That's hard to do. That's hard to do. And then the other two girls are not under your spell when it comes to your penis, your magic wand. And so it's like, damn, how can I manipulate them? I could try to use my magic wand. Like I could try to backdoor her, but it's kind of hard to do that because she may find out about it. It's hard, right? So I don't know. Like that's why I feel so mixedly about this situation. And I don't think it was that deep, y'all. I don't think it was that deep. But if you have a fragile male ego, I can see someone jokingly sending the woman you're on a date with a drink and you're just like intimidated by that. I can see that too. So I don't know. I don't know how to feel, y'all. Y'all gonna have to tell me on this one. And then another thing, like I'm a goofy girl. I'm a very goofy girl. I just have to be serious on social media because people be trying you. They be trying you. And so I can't be too goofy all the time because then people think they can play with you. And so I'm a goofy girl and it's not something I would have ever planned, but say it happened, right? Say it happened. I would like to see how you react because I'm a goofy person and I need to see if your male ego can handle my humor. Like honestly, because they share a banter that I would share. Like honestly, like I like to have a good time. I like to let my hair down. I like to be goofy. I like to goof off. I like to be dark and funny. And so I'm not saying it would be something I would plan or I'm like, yeah, girl, meet me at this bar or meet me at this restaurant. I would never do anything like that. But say something like this was to happen. And it was a banter that I shared with my friends that he didn't know anything about. I would like to know that he is confident in his male ego to be able to handle that and not take it the wrong way because I'm goofy. Like I'm going to crack jokes and I don't need you to take it personally. I'm not going to take it personally if you was to throw some jokes back. I mean, let's joke together. That's the point of creating a banter. And I heard that when couples create banters, they stay together. So that's another way that I'm kind of looking at the situation. So I don't know. But I also agree with her as well. Like her perspective, I can't dismiss all of it because she's right. Like if you are out here being intentional when it comes to your dating life, you need to take it serious. And part of taking it serious is keeping it between you, yourself, and I. Like I wouldn't really overshare too much with friends because you don't want them to heavily influence you when it comes to you intentionally dating or say the person that you've been dating, you've been intentional with to influence you based off of what you're trying to create. And to me, part of having a solid relationship is a private one. You know what I mean? Not where you're oversharing, not where you're doing this and not when you're doing that, because it just needs to be between the two of y'all. So I don't know. It just depends on what level y'all are at and if y'all are seeing eye to eye and are on the same page. And it doesn't seem like they were on the same page. It doesn't seem like they were seeing eye to eye. It doesn't even seem like they communicated well about their intentions towards each other. So who are we? We're just the internet being weird and chiming in on their business and their relationship because we decided to blow this video up. So yeah, we're just in their business.
Say, hey, hon, I ain't see you in a while. Yeah, I'm out on a date with, oh, hey, call me later. How would you feel about that? How would you feel about that? That would make you feel low. That would make you feel like lower than a fucking ant on the ground. You would feel so like, okay. And then you try to talk.
Hold on, wait a minute. Hold on.
Call me later. How would you feel about that? How would you feel up to the table and just be blatantly disrespectful to you? Stroke his face or stroke his face. Say, hey, hon, I ain't see you in a while. Yeah, I'm out on a date with, oh, hey, call me later. How would you feel about that? How would you feel about that? That would make you feel low. That would make you feel like lower than a fucking ant on the ground. You would feel so like, okay. And then you try to talk to him about it and he gaslights you. Ladies, come on. Come on now. Let's do better than that. Let's be better. Let's be better. Because guess what? All they're going to do is use this shit to feed that male loneliness epidemic nonsense they're trying to push. And we know that's just a self-inflicted wound. And that creator didn't say that. But I'm just saying, it's gonna be some unwashed ass man that's gonna be like, this is why there's a male loneliness epidemic. I'm telling you, like, don't do this shit, please. We hear that shit enough about the loneliness epidemic, please.
Okay. Hold on, wait a minute. If y'all wanted to know what she was talking about, I've been wanting to talk about this. This may be another video. But let me see. Oh, here it is. If you wanted to know what she's talking about, the lonely men epidemic.
A man of average attractiveness has to swipe right 200 times to get one coffee, and then 4 of those 5.
Is it coffee they're getting or is it booty? Because coffee and booty are two different things. Y'all really think these men be going out to get coffee? Let me just get coffee? Let's rewind to see. Let me just rewind it.
A man of average attractiveness has to swipe right 200 times to get one coffee, and then 4 of those 5 coffees will ghost him. You can't tell women to lower their expectations, but this is the reality. When you ask a man if you could have a woman who had 80% of everything you wanted, 75% say, yeah, I'm on board. When you say to a woman, a man has 80% of what you...
You know, that's why they got this whole thing on social media called girl math and boy math, because what the hell was that? So 4 out of the 5 coffees ghosted him. Was it coffee or was it booty? I need the men to explain this to me. Was it coffee or was it the booty? Because that's what I need to know. He's over here sitting up here talking about how did those 5 coffees, 4 coffees ghosted? You mean the booty ghosted you? Come on. Like, seriously, I'm not buying this. That's why I'm like, y'all, be careful. See, somebody said both. So they went out for the coffee and the booty, huh? We just gonna call that Stevie, coffee and booty. That's crazy. So, okay.
On board. When you say to a woman, a man has 80% of what you want, 75% say that's not enough. But even look at the media.
Right.
What does the media tell a woman to do? He's out. But he didn't open your door. He's not nice to his parent. Walk right out on that man. Like, it's literally...
I mean, I think being nice to your parents is a very serious thing. Like, you should want to be nice. And what is so bad about wanting a man to open the door?
Every piece of media is, you don't need him. You're a strong, independent woman. Pull the ripcord. You're out.
How can we be a strong, independent woman when we want you to open the door? I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. Listen, they are trying to make us feel sympathy for them. And it's just like, absolutely not. I have cramps every month. Cry me a fucking river. Like, seriously, I have to deal with cramps. All right. And then still take my ass to the damn gym. And so, oh my God, like a woman is requiring you to open up the goddamn door, and then, and then in the same sentence, oh, I'm strong, independent woman. I don't need no man. Obviously, she do if she wants you to open the goddamn door.
The basic kind of communication around this is you are a strong, independent, powerful woman. That is wonderful. And quite frankly, you don't need the imperfect man. They're just not connecting. I read that on Tinder, a man of average attractiveness has to swipe right 200 times to get one coffee, and then 4 of those 5 coffees will ghost him. They will decide they don't want to meet him or they won't show up. That means a guy of average attractiveness has to swipe right 1,000 times to get one coffee. Now, what does that tell that guy? Women don't value me. Women make me feel rejected. And then they go online and they see these misogynists telling them it's not your fault. And these men become much more prone to misogynistic content, much more prone to nationalistic content.
What? Like, y'all, do clean up my ears a little bit. Is he blaming this on us? The accountability on the men's part, like seriously, is he really sitting up here saying it's our fault?
Blaming other people for the lack of economic opportunity. They start sequestering from society. I worry that we are literally evolving a new species of asexual, asocial male. And if a man by the age of 30 hasn't either lived with someone or married someone, there's a 1 in 3 chance he's going to have a substance abuse problem.
Y'all, hold on. I gotta.
A man of average attractiveness has to swipe right 200 times to get one coffee, and then 4 of those 5 coffees will ghost him. You can't tell women to lower their expectations, but this is the reality. When you ask a man if you could have a woman who had 80% of everything you wanted, 75% say, yeah, I'm on board. When you say to a woman, a man has 80% of what you want, 75% say that's not enough. But even look at the media.
Right.
What does the media tell a woman to do? He's out. But he didn't open your door. He's not nice to his parent. Walk right out on that man. Like, it's literally every piece of media is, you don't need him. You're a strong, independent woman. Pull the ripcord. You're out. The basic kind of communication around this is you are a strong, independent, powerful woman. That is wonderful. And quite frankly, you don't need the imperfect man. They're just not connecting. I read that on Tinder, a man of average attractiveness has to swipe right 200 times to get one coffee.
Y'all, this is y'all. I'm trying to keep my calm. I'm just, wow, I'm taken back here. I don't even know where to start. Seriously, in this, but it's like, so where, I need someone to point out to me where in society are people praised for imperfect? Can you be an imperfect doctor? Can you be an imperfect nurse? Can you be an imperfect lawyer? Can you be an imperfect teacher? Can you be an imperfect, like, seriously, can you be imperfect when it comes to your jump shot? Or can you be imperfect when you throw the football? Like, why is it that when it gets to us, like, when it gets to us, all of a sudden, imperfections, and the type of imperfections, right? Let's talk about the imperfections. We're not talking about like stretch marks. We're not talking about a dad bod. We're not talking about a man with no hair. We're talking about men who need help. You know what I mean? Like, they don't know how to be emotionally available. They don't know how to proper communicate. They don't know how to lead. Then with the whole Shannon Sharp thing, apparently we're supposed to teach them how to have self-control and self-discipline. I thought his mama was supposed to do that. That's crazy. I gotta do that. I gotta create the structure for him in order for him to be able to show up as his best. Damn. I mean, so when do I have any time for myself? And then if you pour all of that into a man, right? And then you start slacking off, your appearance starts to take a decline, it's your fault. You the reason. You the reason you looking a mess on a daily basis, but you pouring into this man that could have came whole to the relationship, but chose not to because he's imperfect and I'm average at best, and this is the best that I can do, and you need to accept me for who I am. It's crazy. It's crazy. And then they have stupid rating systems for us. We know where their priorities are because a stupid rating system about looks for a woman is way more important than any other qualities. But then with women, it's not just looks. We are looking for other qualities that we want you to meet, and it's really necessary for you to have a healthy relationship. So we're asking for too much, but then you want us to look like a runway model after cooking, cleaning, taking care of your kids, coming home, coming back from work, handing you the check. Cause now I gotta report to the boss at work, then I gotta report to your ass. And so, like, when do I ever have any time for myself? So I'm supposed to be a 6 or a 7 or 8 on the rating scale for you, but when it comes to you, oh no, like you don't need to have emotional availability. You don't need to go to therapy to learn how to communicate. You don't have to heal your childhood trauma. Like, I'm willing to take all of that on. I'm willing to deal with all of that. I can handle that. This is crazy. And then they get mad at women that say, I'm a strong, independent woman. Well, you want her to be strong as hell. You want her to be real strong. You want her to hold it down. So I think she needs to be strong if she's going to be dealing with your ass. But see, that's the contradiction. And see, this is why I got to calm down, because I'm just like, they need to take accountability. Like, there's no way around it. They need to take some serious accountability. They need to reflect. But then this is my thing. If they were to reflect, they're not gonna see shit. You want to know why when they reflect, they don't be seeing shit? Because you have to go through an ego death. So when they be reflecting, the only thing they see is they damn ego. Oh, I'm not wrong. I don't need to change. I don't need to do this and I don't need to do that. Sir, how can you work on yourself if your ego is in the way? Like, it's too much. It's too much. It's too much. And you're wondering why women are choosing to be single. Like, you can't even threaten us anymore. Like, that's how bad it is. They be trying to threaten us for real. Like, well, you gonna die alone. I think that's the point. Shit. I think that's the point. Or what about having kids? Fuck them kids and fuck you too. Like, it's really turning into that. It really is. We are up to here. Okay? We're up to here. And then it don't help. It don't help when you bumping into women that are being honest now.
I'm gonna hold your hands and feet when I say this. Are you ready? When I was younger in the 1900s, I used to cook for men whom I should have poisoned. Does that make sense?
Now, when women come out saying that, they be like, but that's not my grandma. That's my grandma. Wait until your grandfather die. Wait until he passed on over. Okay? Wait until he passed on to some the older women, they are very respectful in that way. Wait until he passed on over. And then she gonna start remembering some stories and she gonna be able to tell you some stuff. Because this is getting ridiculous. So I'm just like, y'all, they cannot even threaten us with that anymore. We don't care, because the reality is women are never alone. Seriously. And then it's so crazy, y'all. In womanhood, and I need y'all to put a 1 in the chat. In womanhood, why are we always trying to get alone time? Like, you get married. Oh my God, I just need a moment to myself. You have kids. Oh my God, I just need a moment to myself. You in a relationship. Damn, I just need a moment to myself to think. We always need moments to ourselves. But you know who never needs a moment to themselves? Men. Like, seriously, we could go out, we could just be minding our damn business, and it's somebody bothering us. We could be do, and then somebody kidnaps us, or do, then somebody touches us, gropes us, or does some weird shit. There's always someone bothering a woman, and we're always looking for a moment to ourselves. Seriously, it don't matter where we at, where we go. It don't even matter if we are just in an Uber, right? We just need a moment to ourselves. And then if you take too long, then people are like, well, where did she go? Well, why is she taking so long? Why is she taking forever? And oh, girl. So I had to get my niece ready for the wedding, right? And so I'm just like, I'm running around. I'm making sure everybody else is good because we had a hair crisis with my mother. So I'm getting her ready. I'm getting my niece ready. And who do you think look a mess? And who do you think put in the most minimum effort that day to show up? Me, because I didn't have the time. That's what y'all want me to like come out of this singlehood for? Are you out of your mind? Seriously, I can, when I'm by myself, I take my sweet time. I enjoy getting ready. I enjoy it. There are women suffering right now in this moment. They can't even have just a day to enjoy getting ready. And I get to enjoy that every day. So I don't know. And then you leave the house not feeling like you put your best into your appearance, but it's not because you didn't want to, it was because you couldn't. So now you have to feel somewhat self-conscious because it's not your best and you wanted to put your best foot forward, but you were pouring into everyone else. That's what they want us to do. Like, that's what they want us to be so excited to put up with on a daily basis. That's crazy.
Okay. Okay, thank you. You ever take your picture?
You got it. Hi, baby. I think I got it right there.
Nice, nice. Like your dress.
Thank you.
Listen, hold on. Auntie feeling good. She done had a few drinks. She trying to pose in front of the camera. She look good, okay? She got the heels on. She looks amazing. Like she really in her own world, minding her own business. And then you got these creepy men that are just like, oh my God, let me see if I can just get her attention for 5 minutes. It's always like that. That's why I be trying to tell y'all, like, if you looking good and you taking care of yourself and you feeling good too, there's always gonna be a man. Like, seriously, there's always gonna be a man. Seriously, there's always going to be a man. And then if you get some money, that helps too. If you get some money, oh, that really helps.
Does not suck.
Y'all, be for real. If you had money to blow, would you pay for that? Would you? Would you? Oh, you don't have to tell me. You can keep it between yourself. But I'm like, would you?
Ladies, this does not suck.
My only question, like, does he do that because he gets paid to do that? Like, I would be so confused. Like, wait a minute, was that real or was that the money? Like, I'm trying to figure out. Well, for Shannon, it was the money. You know, I was gonna throw that in there. For Shannon, it was the money. We all know it was the money. Okay, let me switch gears. Whew. Listen, Shannon gonna be the end of my jokes for a while. It just rolls off. I don't know. I can't stop it. Okay, let me listen to this lady because she made a response too.
You know, this past weekend I witnessed some corny shit. So my brother.
Hilarious. I thought that was absolutely hilarious. I don't care. And that's it. Look, I'm sorry, young black man and your friend. I'm sorry that you guys did not find the humor in that. I'm coming from an older auntie perspective. I'm 45, childless with my own shit. Let me tell you something. That was some funny shit. And let me tell you why you young men have got to climb out of your feelings. And then I feel bad because I'm like, your friend is laying in bed with his beard all groomed and greased up. And he's all upset. Oh, my boy was so disrespected. because her girlfriends came to the bar and he actually took her on a date that wasn't an ice cream cone. And he's being intent. You are 30, 31. We grown. You kind of grown. 30, 31. You all still young-ish. It's not like the girls put the drink on his tab. And if he got with her, what was he and if she's pretty or attractive or whatever, which I'm assuming that she is attractive and pretty and smart, because y'all look like the type of guys that aren't gonna go out with, you know, women who aren't attractive or pretty or smart, because you're making a big deal over women being playful. You have 3 young, single, playful women. They did not put food on his tab. All they did was said, oh, my girlfriend's a baddie. Let me, just being playful and young. 30, 31 is you're fresh out of your 20s, my guy. You're young. You might be an adult, but you're young.
They're young. Okay. But he or they are not.
Stop it. Being intentional with what? Be so fucking for real. I love you young men that...
No, but seriously, did y'all really buy the intentional though? Did y'all buy the intentional part? Like, ladies, seriously, do you put a 1 in the chat if you think the friend wanted to be intentional? Put a 2 in the chat if not. You think the friend just said that? That's what I want to know. I mean, when you date someone with the assumption, well, I would assume that you are on the same maturity level. It's somewhere you would have found out that she's childish. Like, somewhere I feel like you should have known that she was childish before the date even happened. If she's that childish, because based off of how the video is created, they're very childish, right? So that means that I don't know how they met or what their interactions are like, but come on. Unless she just acts totally different, she has 2 different personalities. I can see that, but I mean, it seems like they're all pretty big jokesters, like super silly, to the point where they're not the type that's just gonna like contain that just because you're around. It just doesn't seem that way. So I don't know.
A big deal. Honey, this is not a big deal. It's not. They sent her a cocktail and said it was from another guy who found it. So your friend got upset and he called his big bear daddy. Oh my God. I think it's perfect. Fabulous. I'm very, you know what? So what? And it's not about being, first of all, not being single is no prize. Trust me. If he's crying over women who sent 1 drink or 2, I don't care if it was 5, it wasn't on his tab. Now this is how it could have been handled differently, right? She could have said to him, once she saw that he was getting his little button-down shirt in a kerfuffle.
And y'all, I've been in a situation. I will never forget. I was at the bar and accidentally it slipped out. Yeah, it did. But I was having a conversation with this Caucasian man at the bar, and he was asking me a bunch of questions, and I'm like, oh my God, are you trying to like kidnap me? Hey, what's going on? Because he was asking me, like, he was drilling me. Like, he was asking me very personal questions. So I just said it. And he was like, and I think I don't think there's a huge cultural difference between white humor and black humor. Girl, they are so dead ass serious all the time. So you got to let them know, like, yo, that was a joke. It was not meant to be taken serious. And so I had to like swindle my way up out of that. I was so smoothly. I was like, oh, I'm just breaking the ice. So I get what she's talking about. Like, I had to tell him I'm just breaking the ice. Like, I literally had to tell him that, because if not, girl, that was going to turn into a whole, it's black people versus white. It could have easily turned into a conversation like that. But I was like, I just wanted to break the ice. I thought it would be fun to break the ice or something like that. I kind of played it off like that. So in this situation, I probably would have had to pull a quick one like that too. And I get what Auntie is saying here in this video, like the friend could have like played it off like they just came to make sure like I wasn't kidnapped at the end of the night or something. I don't know. Like I don't know. I gotta stop using the kidnap joke because clearly that is not that's not good to you.
She could have said, oh, those are just my friends being playful. And he would have, if he was not 30 or 31, if he was actually grown and secure in himself as a man, because you...
I think she meant secure in himself. I do that too, so chill.
Really don't hit that grown, I'm a man, let's be playful spirit until you're about 55. If you still are able to get a...
Because you know it's Shannon. He's 56. He still ain't ready to settle down. That's why it's hard to believe the intentional shit. It's hard. It's hard. You 31. You in the bed. Your beard freshly brushed and greased. Because that's what she said earlier in this live. And you 30, 31. You still got 2 kids under your belt, and you're being intentional. I don't know. It's hard to believe. And why do we women feel this way? Because A, we've had experiences with men who waste our time. But B, I mean, you see all these old men talking on social media. I mean, all of these old men talking. Cameron. I don't know if y'all saw that video of him leaving a 20-something-year-old's apartment, and he got mad because the girl hid his shoes. Like they out here dealing with girls. They are out here dealing with girls getting mad that they're out here dealing with young girls. So he got mad, slipped on her shoes. Y'all, if I could find the video, I'm gonna try to find the video. Slip on her shoes so that he could leave her house because he said that she was being childish and wouldn't give the shoes back. And so he walked outside in her shoes. And this is why do you see why I'm saying what I'm saying though? Do you see why I'm saying what I'm saying? It's like y'all want me to get mad at the 20-something-year-old girls, but it's like the 20-something-year-old girls are being 20-something-year-old girls. And I expect a 30, 31-year-old man to date intentionally with other 30, 31-year-old women who are on the same maturity level. That's why it's hard. That's why it's hard for me to just be like, oh, I'm just gonna go with this. But let me see if I can find the video.
Fucking hard on, and you have a good bank account. Let's be clear. I've done the legwork, so let's talk about it. You guys are so insecure now that her girlfriend's being playful and coming to the bar. Why wouldn't you say, oh, come over to the bar, have a drink with us? They already had drinks. Oh, tell them to come say hi. You like her enough, you're gonna have to meet her friends eventually. Y'all niggas take things too fucking seriously. You're out on a playful date at a bar. You're being intentional. How are you being intentional? Because you asked someone to go out to fucking dinner with you?
Hold on, y'all. I got the video. Hold on.
Leaving this crib just try to hide my shoes and all that. Like, I won't just leave. All I need is my motherfucking wallet and phones. I took her slippers. Not trying to play with these bitches, man. This is why I go to the top. Exactly why. Waiting right while the...
Y'all, he's 50. Like, that's why. So that's why I'm like, it's really hard, y'all. It is. Because, like, why is she hiding his clothes and his shoes? Like, why? And then, like, 50 years old leaving this girl's house. And it's like... in this rundown apartment, it's like, listen, when I was 20 something, I lived in a rundown apartment too because that's all I could afford. And it's like, so you staying at her house, you leaving her crib in the middle of the day, and you walking out in her shoes because she hid your clothes. Like the whole thing is just childish to me. But that's what I'm saying. It's like when you grown and you choose to date that much younger, that's what you can expect. Like, that's what you can expect. Like, that's the quality you're choosing to sign up for. That is the experience you're choosing to sign up for. This is the experience Cameron decided to sign up for when he decided to deal with this 20-something-year-old girl and then decided to go stay and lay up in her crib at her place. Like, come on.
Exactly why. Waiting right while the down the shower, playing with my clothes. Hop right in my car and get the fuck out of here.
Okay. All right. That's why it's just hard, y'all. It's hard because it's like y'all need to date your age. That's what this video is really coming down to. Date your age, and then stop trying to change people who are younger. Let them be youthful. Hell, it's when you get older, life be lifing, So let them. They still got that they childlike spirit. Like, don't kill that childlike spirit so soon. Like, if they still got it, let it burn. Hell. You know what it's like to get older. It sucks. So it's like, just find someone else and leave them alone. Y'all trying to break their spirit.
This past weekend,
Hold on. Let's see. I was right here.
You ask someone to go out to fucking dinner with you? Number one. Number two, the girl who did, I'm stitching, it says MA content, like, what is that, masters or whatever the fuck it is. These educated black women don't have to not be playful around you niggas. They could be playful and fun. They clearly got their own money. Intentional of what, sir? Intentional of eventually probably wasting her fucking time. You know what that intention looked at to me? It looked like none of you have a good sense of humor. You're all fucking boring. That's what it looked like to me. All you niggas are boring. He could have, what he really should have done, he should have said, oh, her girls showed up at the bar. They're both pretty. Why don't you motherfuckers come down and meet us and we can all have drinks? But no, you know what his bum ass did? He called you and cried about it. Who the fuck wants to have sex with him? Because as soon as something doesn't go right, he's going to call Big Bear Daddy and say, wah, wah, wah. She didn't fry the chicken the way I wanted her to. You niggas are babies.
You know what? So, damn, men don't be having personalities. They don't. That's why dating sucks. That's why it sucks. I just realized that. Thank you for pointing that out. They don't be having personalities for real. Do they? They don't. They don't. They do not be having personalities at all. They don't. They be boring. That's why the dates be so boring. That's why they be so boring. Because I used to think, damn, we just, we not connected. But you're right. It's hard to connect with them. Oh my God, y'all. It reminds me of the worst date I ever went on was with a 55-year-old man because he thought I was young and he thought that because I was younger, that I was supposed to be his personality. Like, I was supposed to be the entertainer. I was supposed to be the personality. I was supposed to bring him life. Because he was just, I don't know, dead inside. Like, it's exhausting. So the girls that be dating, when you date older, even when you're 30, when you date older, like, they still try to drain your energy, girl. Like, still, even at 30, they still try to drain the little bit of youth that you have left. You know what I mean? It never stops with them. So, you just got to be careful.
Her friends came to the bar and they bought her a drink and said it was from another man. But it was actually her friends and it wasn't another man. Now I'm sad. Now I want to cry. Y'all, hilarious. I think it was.
Do y'all think the men today are just way more sensitive? Are there any older gentlemen in here? Like, how would you have acted or responded to this? Do you think the guy or the men are being a little like overly sensitive about that? I just want to hear from the older men at this point, preferably like 40 and up. Because I got to talk to the men that went out and they still approached women, gave them their phone number, and had to actually put themselves out there, and even probably got rejected, but took it on the chin because you a man, and you were learning how to be one, so it required you having those experiences of rejection, still dealing with it, not acting out of emotion, or rage is emotion. So yeah, but you just took it on the chin and you moved on to the next woman. So I would like to hear from that generation. Do you think these men are just being overly sensitive?
Fabulous. I think it was great. I'm sorry. So what? Invite them over and get them drinks too. They clearly got their own money. They could buy their own drinks. They probably would have paid for shots. The way that black women are set up, We met the guy. They all could have been doing shots together. That's why you niggas got the Mojave Desert dick. Y'all take things too seriously. You're 30, 31. Calm down, dummy.
Say that I didn't watch it all the way through. See, that's why you can't. That's why you can't bring everybody's TikToks up here. Oh my God! But she didn't lie. What did she say? I can't even play it back to see what she said because I'm gonna have to use that. I can't. I may not be able to use it in a YouTube video, but I need to use that because the sock and lotion is just not working. I'm gonna have to go back and listen and see what she said. She said some type of desert. She said some type of desert D. Oh, okay. All right. I'm gonna have to go back. I can't play it and see what she said. Um. So yeah, let me move on. Y'all remember what Slim Thug said? Back to the whole age thing. Y'all remember what Slim Thug said?
Even though we want our own black women.
So she goes, Slim Thug has to pay for, and because now he's in the sugar daddy age range. And that's the thing. These men are online complaining because they in the sugar daddy age range. And because they can't get women like they used to, they got to actually pay. And it's like they don't be wanting to pay. Slim Thug don't want to pay. And see, before he could use his youth, right? He could use the fact that he was in his prime when it came to his career to get some free, And now that he's hit the wall and he's out of his prime and he's doing this whole long beard thing, still trying to find himself because even when you hit the wall, they still never find themselves. It's crazy. When we hit the wall, we tend to know ourselves and be very confident in it. But it's the opposite, especially the ones that don't work on themselves. So Slim Thug has hit the wall. He wasn't prepared for this. He thought that he was going to be able to get that free PSSY for as long as he could. And now that he's hit the wall, he's coming to the realization that it's not like that and that he has to pay. And see, this is the thing. Men don't understand it. Either men came here and they never hit the wall because they really truly got it like that, or they come here and they hit the wall immediately because they don't have any money, or they come and hit the wall after their prime and they have like a little fall from grace and then they can't pay. So they hit the wall. When you ladies, men are always talking about age with us, like, oh, you're gonna hit the wall, you're gonna hit the wall, but they hit the wall when they don't have any money. Seriously, like that's when they hit the wall. They hit the wall when they don't have any money, or they lose fame, or they lose like popularity. It typically is the money. Like every time they hit the wall, it involves their pockets. I'm being so serious. Like, seriously, for us, it's beauty, right? It's beauty because in society, within the patriarchy, it's all about women showing up and being youthful within our beauty, right? So we hit the wall once we pass that. But they hit the wall every time they don't come up with the funds. Every time they swipe their credit card, it's saying decline. Okay. Or they looking at their checking account, they looking at their savings, and it's saying zero funds. They hit the wall every time that happens. We hit the wall when we run out of our youth. So when they either run out of money or they don't have money, the wall is always there. And that's why the lonely epidemic is on the rise, because women are like, you need to come with something. You can't just come with nothing at all. So we're not out here building bears, and we're just not out here doing all of that. They need to come with something. So they're experiencing the wall being hit because they don't have the funds, honestly. So whenever they experience it, that's when it happens.
Tend to put us through obstacle courses, right? My bad. Black women like to, oh, you gotta wait. Oh, we celibate. Oh, you gotta marry me. Oh, you gotta buy me something. Oh, you gotta do this. You gotta do that. White women ain't asking for nothing.
Well, go get them. Like, I'm so tired. Just go get one. Like, excuse? And it's not even just about that.
Girl, they can't. Now, you know them Caucasian women don't be out here not accepting funds. Carly, okay? She was asking for 25 million in ass cheek. That's why they complaining to us. And then We don't even be requiring money. We just be over here saying you just need to meet our requirements and our standards, and it's just, oh my God, it's like the biggest deal. So that's why he complaining to us, because he don't have to pay. But them other women, he gonna have to pay 25 million in ass cheek. So was it 20? I thought it was 20. I thought it was 25 million per ass cheek. Oh, it was 25K. Oh, damn, for real? Damn. But still, that's a lot. 25K per ass cheek though. Crazy. So yeah, that's why they online complaining to us. They gotta pay.
It's about the simple fact that you just insulted white women.
Yeah. And then that's the thing, like the Caucasian women will hear how they talk about them and still like be impressed. Like I would be so turned off by them because they're always like, first of all, we're snows. Like we're the snow bunnies. And then like we obviously don't have any standards. We don't have any standards at all. Like the way they talk about them, and then it's like you only coming to lay up with me because the women that you really want to be laid up with, they won't give you access. Like that's, it's just crazy. And then listen, they trying to create that triangulation. They've been trying that for years, y'all, decades. Since I was in high school, middle school, they tried that to create that triangulation, black men and then white women and black women. They want us to go at it all the time. It's like, uh, Brittany, I'm not arguing with you. Like listen, you can have him, sis. Like we not about to go in and over this man. We not. Like we not about to go in and over this man. Absolutely not. And that's exactly what they want us to do. That's exactly what they want us to do. And I don't understand why the girls are not seeing the disrespect. Like even the preferences. Like absolutely not. Absolutely not. I would always have a vetting process down to ensure that you're not just with me because I'm a preference. Like absolutely not.
Like, it's not even the fact that you're saying, how dare you make me wait? How dare you make me put effort in for the coochie cat? They won't. Hello, white women, y'all better wake up. He talking about y'all. Girl, what? But that goes to show you right there. Black men do not dislike black women because they're aggressive, because they loud, because they wear weave. Black men do not say that they don't date black women because of stupid reasons like that. Black men do not. A lot of black men are having problems with black women because black women know their worth and they understand that, yeah,
And we talking about beyond money though. But they try to make it seem like we're the ones that are materialistic. We're the ones that are materialistic. But every time I see a black man be taken for everything that he been earning since he was building by himself too, a lot of times, a lot of these men be building by themselves for years. And then there's a Caucasian woman that swings it like an eagle, flies in like an eagle, and it takes your empire. Like every single time they see you on the rise, they've been spotting you, they've been watching you, they've been studying you for a while, and then they just come in, take your money and leave. Every single time. Every single time. Every single time. And then y'all fall for it. Y'all fall for it every single time. And I'm just like, damn, when they gonna stop falling for it? They never stop falling for it. Okay, hold on. Let me
have to put effort in order for this to work out. And black men are like, how dare this bitch? How dare this bitch make me wait? How goddamn dare this bitch? Like,
y'all, why is everybody so funny today? Like why is everybody so funny? Everybody got their own little character nowadays. Like, what is tea? I'm really loving social media. Like, I'm loving this.
oh my God, bro, get a grip. You'll be all right. You just insulted the fuck out of them goddamn women. And tried to make it seem like they was better at the same time. Like,
that's
it was
crazy.
such a contradictory statement. Sir, please go find something else to do, Slim Thug. You ain't even relevant no more. Like, problem is with a lot of black men is that y'all think because other races of women fetishize y'all for being overly masculinized and animalistic, y'all think that black women are gonna
listen, that shit is changing. Y'all, it's starting to get to a point where I'm about to start asking y'all, who gonna be the man? Like who's gonna be the man? damn, like who are going to be the men? Are there going to be any left? Because after the whole DL Whisperer, girl, I be looking at, I be like, oh, I don't know. I don't know. Like you really gotta freaking ask, and then you gotta double check. You gotta double check. Like, oh my gosh, you never know nowadays. So I don't know. Like every time, and so that I'm pointing that out because that image is changing. I don't even think the men see how much it has really changed. Like the image of the black man has went from hyper masculine to feminine like overnight. It's not the 90s, it's not the early 2000s. It's not that. It's not that. To the point where you like somebody pointed this out on TikTok. Back in the day, rappers went to the gym, they worked out, they wanted to, be swole, rappers did. Y'all remember that era? Y'all remember the era where rappers really was in the gym and they was pumping that iron? So then when they would have their album cover, like they would be all like swole because they wanted to appear more masculine. These rappers are not doing that no more. Girl, they wearing skinny jeans. They wearing skinny with the rips in them, with the ribs. So that's why I'm just like, and then they wearing the dangling earrings. They, girl, it's a mess.
Do the same, and we're not. Like, y'all think that we're gonna see y'all as these big strong men with these big fat dinglings, and we just gonna want to just get on our knees right away, and it don't work like that. Like, it's not like that anymore. Like,
it's crazy.
Black women are finally starting to see their worth and understand that you don't have to give up your body to be worthy to a man. And if anything, like, if the man seen you as worth anything, he will wait. Like, if you know for a fact you wouldn't wait for that woman to sleep with you, why are you trying to sleep with her? Like, y'all are so weird. Just sleep with a woman that will sleep with you right away. Y'all want to be so weird and make women that don't want to sleep with y'all, and then when they don't or don't want to, y'all resent them. But then when they sleep around, then y'all resent them for sleeping around, as if that's your bitch. Hang it up.
Y'all, I was tuning in to watch that Pop the Balloon, y'all, and I turned it off. And I'm about to show you why I turned it off. I turned it off. After this scene, I left.
Let's bring him out. Come on out, baby. Hey. Pop, pop, pop. What's my dog? Okay. The DJ.
Oh, that dangling earring. I can't stand them earrings, y'all. I can't watch this. That's the first guy they bring out? Oh, I can't do it.
I turned it off. I said, nope. I said, no, I'm not about to waste my time watching this. I said, that was the first guy that they brought out. And I was like, turn this off. Turn this off. I done seen enough. In the DL Whisperer on TikTok, he already confirmed. That's that swinging when they get to swinging, they like that. They like that. And if you've ever been to a male strip club, that's what they be like. They like the swinging. You know what I mean? If you ever went to an all gentlemen's club, ladies, if you haven't gone, you should go. But if you've ever been, that's what they be in swangling. So that's what they like. That's what they like. Like that's what it is. And I'm accepting that, right? But don't have me want to tune in to this Pop the Balloon and it's supposed to be a quote unquote heterosexual show. And then the first guy you bring out who's supposed to be heterosexual got the dangling earring. And the DL Whisperer, he already done coached us on that. So what are we supposed to do? Like I had to turn it off. So I don't even know what happened after that. And this was only 12 minutes and 50 no, this was 12 minutes and 53 seconds and I had to turn it off. I didn't give Netflix to stream. I had to turn it off. I said, y'all needs to get it together because that ain't it. Okay, I think that's it, y'all. I think that's it. I tried this too, and I'm not a dry martini girl. I wanted to be a dry martini girl, and I couldn't do it. I thought my veins in my neck was gonna pop out. And now I understand why they used to call that the housewife drink, since we're talking about men and marriage and how they just feel like we just should be dying to get married. They used to call, like, when I was coming up, that was the housewife drink. And I'm like, why do housewives need to be drinking like that? It nearly took out the vein in my neck because I'm like trying to swallow it, and I'm like, ooh, girl, that burned a little bit. The housewives were drinking these. And I'm like, girl. And I'm just like, and now that I'm older, right? Because I used to think it was all about keeping a snatched waist, keep it snatched at all times. Because, the housewives, they would have that nice little snatched body situation going on. So that's what I thought it was about. But now that I'm older, I'm like, so y'all was just throwing these back because life was hard dealing with these men, dealing with them kids. So you was sitting up just drinking the dry martini. And I'm just like, it all makes sense. Because I tried that and I just thought, you know, and then the girls that, are single, they drink the, what is it? The cosmetologists or whatever, the Cosmos. They drinking the fruity drinks. And then the housewives are drinking the dry martinis. And so now that I know that, I'm just like, shh, listen, they gonna have to fight me. Mm-mm. They're gonna have to fight me. They're gonna have to fight me to just give up my life. Like, oh my God. Like, I would just be like, I like my life too much. This is crazy. I gotta trade that in for the dry martinis. Y'all, it's really that bad. Like, it looked like she was about to cry. Oh, anyway, I don't even know what else to say. So who do y'all think is wrong? I think the girls are wrong for posting the video. The friends are wrong for posting the video. Okay, they were wrong for posting the video, and then the homegirl was definitely wrong because why you post that man's face, ladies? Everything doesn't need to be posted to social media. I feel like I gotta be responsible. Everything doesn't need to be posted to social media. Some things need to be between you, yourself, and I. You need to hold yourself accountable, and you need to make sure that you're not out here making everything content because situations like this occur. You may hurt feelings, and people don't always take those things well. So even though it was like a light-hearted joke between you and your friends, he wasn't in on the joke, and so that made him uncomfortable and that may have hurt his feelings. And so let's not do that. Okay, that's not nice. We wouldn't want someone doing that to us. So let's not do that. Also, we don't know if this woman is dating intentionally or not. We only know that the gentleman is dating intentionally. So we shouldn't project anything on this woman because honestly, we don't know. And then we don't know if they had communicated properly about what their intentions were for each other to where they could have been on the same page. Because again, I think this really comes down to communication. It seems like the other girl was pretty down for it. The woman on the date, she was really okay with it. It didn't seem like this was like a frenemy thing, a jealousy thing. It seems like the friend was cool with it. And it's because we are coming to the realization through their very beautiful videos that they share that banter with each other. And so he wasn't in on that banter and it made him feel uncomfortable and it made him feel mocked. And so we shouldn't do that. But then another thing too, to the men that are out here watching, you need to start dating women that are on your maturity level, and you should start with the women in your age group because they mature. Well, they mature faster than you, honestly. But let's just say two adults, right? They mature at the same rate as you, right? So you would want to date in your age group because that just makes more sense. It seems like you're trying to be quote unquote intentional. You don't want to take a girl that just graduated college and has her first big girl job who seems to be just living her best life. You don't want to like force that onto her. You just want to find women that are on the same page as you and have the same maturity level. And then you can be intentional by communicating with that woman up front. Hey, I want to be intentional with you. I plan for this to go X, Y, and Z. You know, lay out the plan so that everybody can be on the same page. So then we don't have these videos here that create the whole gender war situation online. Because when I walk outside, I don't be seeing men over here and women over there. I don't. Unless you just don't have no game. And some of y'all don't, because y'all don't have personality. I said it. Yes, I said it. Some of you really don't have personality. And how do you get personality? You get hobbies. You have friends. You have a diverse group of friends. You travel. You meet new people. You go out, you hang out, you network, you know, you put yourself out there. That's how you do it. That's how you get some personality. Hobbies are important. Reading books are important. Oh my God. Reading is huge, but not the red pill stuff. Don't listen to the red pill content. Actually go outside of that and just be able to educate yourself on, like, I don't know, random topics that interest you, right? And then you'll have something to talk about on the date. You'll have personality. You'll have personality. And loosen up. You know, don't be so uptight when you going on these dates. Like, some of y'all be nervous. And I think the reason why y'all be so nervous sometimes is because you're trying to see if you can run game on her, like if this game is going to work. That's how I be feeling. Like, the nervousness when it comes to men is to see if they can run game. I be thinking that's what that is. I don't be thinking, oh, he's just nervous because he's human. Every time I try to humanize a man, he play in my face. So I be thinking the reason why y'all be so nervous is because you're trying to gauge and see, is she gonna go for this game that I'm about to put on her or not. Like, that's how I be thinking. That's how I be thinking. I always got to be on my toes with y'all, because y'all always be trying to try some shit, and I just got to make sure you are who you say you are. So that's the thing when it comes to this whole situation. I see both men and women's point of view. I do. And like I said, she was wrong. Okay, the friends were wrong. The woman that went on the date, she could have handled that a little bit better so that he could have felt more comfortable in that moment if he felt disrespected or mocked. And that's probably how I would have played it. Yeah, that's it. I don't know why the friend is chiming in to speak for the guy that was on the date. Again, I think maybe that has something to do with the fact that he saw his face and got upset and felt like he was being bullied. I don't know. So y'all let me know what y'all think. Let me know. Are the girls being childish? Should young black girls that are still young and in their 20s, can they just go out and have fun and casually date? Or do they have to be serious? If a man walks into their life tomorrow, do they have to be ready to settle down? Help some younger girls out with that. And listen, if you're going to give advice, be the type of woman that's giving advice with respecting that this woman may want to pursue a relationship one day, a serious relationship, because that's huge. Like, if she's the type of woman that wants that later down the road, how would you want her to handle that if she's at a place in her life where she just wants to have fun, but the guy that she's kind of somewhat into wants to be more intentional with her? What advice would you give her? Would you tell her to just stop what she's doing and be intentional with this man? Or would you tell her to, I don't know. I don't know what to tell her, but comment down below. Leave some advice for the girlies, because I think we can all learn from that. Because honestly, I don't want to be the type of person that tells young girls that they can't live their life. You know, like, your young years, you'll never get them back. And if you want to have fun and you don't want to be all serious and tied down, I think that's a choice you should be able to make for yourself. Or if you do want to be tied down and you want to create a family, I don't see anything wrong with that. It just comes down to choices, what we want versus what we don't want, and based off of how we want our lives to go. So y'all let me know. Comment down below. Please give the video a thumbs up. And yeah, I hope to see you in my next one.